This game is rated M for mature. Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Bayonetta 2. In the last episode, we played the prologue. Jeanne kind of got dragged to Inferno, and now we're heading to Noatun to find the real gates of hell and try to save her.
The sacred mountain of Thimbleventer. The joint's supposed to be the link between Inferno and Paradiso. They say there is an entrance to Inferno, the gates of hell, somewhere on this mountain. No one knows where, though. Hell, no one even knows if it's true or not. The only reason this overgrown rock is worshipped like some god in the first place is that no one's ever been able to get close to the damn thing. It's like it don't want you there. Every climber ends up stranded or worse. And don't even try to fly a plane near that place, or bada boom! But at least your soul doesn't have a long walk to whichever afterlife you got lined up, right? I'll wait for you in Noatun, at the foot of the mountain. Just hurry up with whatever it is you gotta do and get back there, alright? And the hotel's going on your account, with a minibar too. Gotta keep myself busy while I'm waiting. Forget about it. I love those miniature drinks.
I can't believe you, Enzo. I didn't know the in-flight service was exclusive to fat Italians.
Renting a plane ain't free, you know. That reminds me, you owe Alex the kid for the charter. Oh, shit! There it is. That's Thimbleventer. Not such a bad place when you look at it. Oh, but you gotta have a death wish to get close to that damn place if you ask me. Wow. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. What the hell? Where did these clouds come from? What the fuck?
Sorry, Enzo. This is where I get off. Say hi to the wife and kids.
What? Wait, what? You're joking, right? I can't buy this piece of shit! Ah! Those are damn nice things.
Jeanne, I'm on my way. Just behave yourself for a bit longer.
So, welcome to Noatun. This starting area is actually pretty big, and there's a lot of stuff to find. Yeah, this chapter is quite the doozy when it comes to the number of collectibles and chests and such that there are to find. So I should clarify that I will be trying to go for 100% on most things, so that includes finding and opening all of the chests, getting all of the broken witch hearts, which expand your health, and the broken moon pearls as well. I will also be getting all of the journal entries. So, first chest is on the right side from where you start there. The second one is in between these stairs. And there is a note at the end of this pier. So this is a new beginning. And this game changes things up a little bit. I have to press minus to view it now. For reasons I will not get into here, I have dedicated my life to searching for the truth of the Umber Witches. You could even say I sacrificed the best years of my life pursuing the story. Working backwards from the legend these women left behind, my search took me to Vigrid, a town in the remote hills of Europe that the witches once called home. I ended up getting myself involved in a crazy tale of my own while in Vigrid. I'm thinking of getting it published one of these days, so the details will have to wait for the paying customers. My fascination with the witches has not waned, far from it, but something new has captured my inquisitive eye. A story of even greater depth calls to me. I had to know more about the true source behind the power of the sage and witch alike. I grew restless, and before long I found myself back on the investigative trail. It wasn't long before I found the very place referenced in that ancient scripture, a quiet town nestled between sea and mountain, Noatun. Not 5 minutes in town, I was shocked to see something that confirmed my suspicions, and what a sight it was to behold. There was nothing less than the statues depicting the familiar form of sage and witch, statues that were second to none, even when compared to those found in Vigrid. Okay, so here's our menu. We have a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff. So this is where your achievements are, where you'll find the Umbran Tears of Blood, Infernal Demons, show the various summons. And there's also like Megaton's Guidebook, which will show the demons that you've encountered, which we haven't encountered any yet. And of course, the hierarchy of Laguna is the same as the first game. And that's all I'll get into for now. So, done everything that we can here for the time being. One thing I do really appreciate is that they give you the ability to use Panther Within and the other Beast Within abilities. Oh, I fell. Nothing that I can do here except wait until I void out. And we're back up. So, yeah, they just give you that right from the start, which I definitely appreciate. You know, if you're coming from the first game, then that's something that you want to have at this point anyways. So, it's greatly appreciated. So there's a chest here off to the right side, next to these stairs. And we're going to go up these stairs because there's some more things for us to get up here. So at the end of this balcony here is a Bloody Rose lollipop. And right here in the middle there are two things, the first of which is a note. This is Divine Retribution. If you're going to spit in the face of God, you're probably going to incur some of his wrath. That's just common sense to me. Still, I can't help but feel a little sorry when I hear the level of divine retribution some of these witches get dealt. One case I witnessed was particularly bad, the type of punishment that never gets better, hurting for all eternity like a curse. An Umber witch had the resting place that carried her remains shattered into pieces and her soul flung into a rift in time and space, never to be saved again. Just thinking about what this witch must have done to get dealt a hand like that drives me almost insane with curiosity. I'd kill for the chance to sit down and chat with the Lumen sages that did it to her. Yet, judging from the witches I know, you could expel them to the ends of the universe and they'd still find a way back. So, what we have here is an Umbran resting place. These are a bit different than the chests that we've encountered in the past, particularly in the first game. So you're going to have to collect 5 of these pieces within a given time limit. This first one is actually fairly challenging for being the first one that you'll probably encounter in the game. So once you collect all 5 pieces, they will assemble to form the resting place restored to its original form. So kind of an extra little mini game that they added in to this game. Of course, now we have to run all the way back to where it originally was. Okay. So yeah, we haven't even gotten to the first verse yet, and we've already had 1, 2, 3 chests, 2 notes. I wasn't kidding when I said there's a lot of collectibles in this chapter, so take a look at this reflecting pool here. It has some, pretty nice looking reflections on it. But yeah, my page of notes for this chapter is 2 pages long. Most chapters will not eclipse a page. Now that portal to the right there is where we're supposed to actually be going. To the left of it is yet another chest, bringing the total up to 4. And over here to the left is another note, bringing it up to 3 of those. So this is unknown entrance. Have you ever heard of the gates that connect worlds? It might sound like strange fiction, but the truth is that these gates exist all over the world we live in. The gate that connects the 3 worlds and makes the foundation of our own is relatively well known, so if you're reading this, I'll just go ahead and assume you know of it. However, there are stories of doors that lead to the secret layers of the supernatural, and I've got a great source who just gave me the information I need to bring things to light. I can't reveal who my source is, but according to them, there is a gateway that leads to a primordial world cut off from the flow of time, a place called Muspelheim. The place is full of demons, angels, witches, and sages who spend their days pursuing nothing other than battle. This limitless world disregards the wounds and deaths of yesterday, always breathing life into its warriors so that they may live to fight another day. You know the stories about some guy who just suddenly disappears, is gone for months, then reappears out of thin air as if nothing ever happened? There's a large probability that guy accidentally stepped into Muspelheim and somehow found his way back. I know it's the job of a journalist to explore and uncover the truth behind rumors like these, but as far as traveling to other dimensions in a state of endless war, I think I'm good for now. So, our first verse of this chapter is actually not even going to be like a mandatory verse. So we're going to Muspelheim here, which is the same thing as the Alfheim verses from the first game. So it's telling you can test your skills with different challenging battles, fulfill the conditions to receive rewards, no penalties for losing, so challenge them as many times as you like. So what I will say about Muspelheim is that, in general, it's easier than the Alfheim verses were. Which I think is kind of indicative of the difficulty of the game in general. So it's, which I can appreciate that, because some of the Alfheim verses in the first game were downright infuriating because of how difficult they are. So did not do the greatest on time there, so unfortunately got a gold medal overall, but the rewards for completing these for the first time will either be a Broken Witch Heart or a Moon Pearl, so we definitely want to do them at least once. In the future, you will get rewards in the form of some of the lollipops, the various lollipops of the game. So, the green herb lollipops, or the bloody rose, or there's also purple ones, and I'll get into what those do at some point, although actually... may as well do it now. So the green herb lollipops restore your health. The yellow moon lollipops will increase your defense temporarily. The bloody rose lollipops will increase your attack temporarily. And the purple magic lollipops will restore your magic meter. So once you have done all of that, we can walk into the portal here and finally move forward. Okay, so we have ourselves a hallway right here, and it has another note in it. It's fragments of memory. Strange events sometimes work their way into our everyday lives. Stories abound, flashbacks from places you have no memory of, a kid who suddenly starts speaking in a foreign tongue, or a voice in your head that ends up saving your life. The list goes on and on and on. These are said to happen when people come in contact with the remnants of memory left in this world by God. The God of the human realm had special eyes that could see all existence and happenings around the earth. They could see the fate of whomever they gazed upon, their present, past, and future, everything. God loved the human world, and his kind heart began to feel sadness for mankind. He decided to commit to memory every detail of their fleeting lives, almost like you'd take a photo. He ended up doing it so much that eventually Even he forgot about them, and these records were left scattered across the earth. These are known as the remnants of memory. They usually can't be seen or felt, but the truth is these memories could be anywhere. You could be standing within God's memories right now. So one of the nice things that the game does is it will actually keep track of which Muspelheim portals that you have completed, as well as telling you which verses in each of the chapters actually are the Muspelheim portals. So if you're missing one, it'll give you a pretty decent idea of where you could find the one that you're missing. So I definitely appreciate that addition. And of course, there's another note here to the left. I told you there were a lot of things in this one. So this one is sealed time. Sometimes you come across something you lost long ago and it's been untouched, found exactly as it was when lost. Almost like ancient towns frozen in time after volcanic eruptions. Sometimes children even discover these ruins while playing. When I arrived here, I was circling around the harbor doing some research and happened to hear a story from the local fishermen. There seem to be these large pools of water about the city. These are ruins containing statues of witches and sages and the god that gave them their powers. They say that there was a devastating tsunami that hit the city long ago and cracked its very foundation, causing water to seep in and creating the vista you see today. I'd be interested in taking a peek at these ruins before they completely crumble away. But I'm not going in the water at this time of year, freezing cold. That being said, I know a witch who probably wouldn't think twice about dancing her way down into that freezing water, though. I might come back after it warms up a bit. Make a little vacation out of it? Yep, that's a plan. Okay, so we're going to head down the stairs here, and one thing to note about the underwater segments, there are going to be quite a few of them in this game. The physics are a little bit different, so you can see Bayonetta is a little bit floatier. So that'll be something to consider. So this is the first time that we'll be getting some of those concocting ingredients, which are the same as the first game. So you have 3 basic types. The red ones will allow you to make the red lollipops. There are yellow ones that allow you to make the yellow lollipops, and green ones, which allow you to make the green lollipops. All pretty self-explanatory. Actually surprised that I only got the one type there. Actually, there are probably some additional ones. Nope, just the one type for now. So once you complete that verse, there is a chest over here. So that has a broken witch heart in it. So that's our 3rd one already. So now we'll head back to the main area. Unfortunately, the underwater areas are going to be quite a bit slower for us right now because we can't use the Panther Within while we're in one of these areas for the time being. So off to the left here is another Muspelheim portal. So this will serve as verse 3. Alright, so this one, we can only deal damage during witch time. So, we're going to have to wait for the enemies to attack us.
So close. Is that all you've got?
Alright, attack me. So I'm pretty sure these are the only enemies here. So this one's not too bad. Of course, the one thing that's difficult about these particular kinds of Muspelheim verses is keeping your combo score up, just because you can't keep damaging them all the time. So, got another Broken Moon Pearl for completing this one, and that will complete our first full Moon Pearl. So it takes 2 Broken Moon Pearls to make a full one, and that will extend your magic meter. And it takes 4 Broken Witch Hearts to get a health expansion. So now that we are done with that, just head up the stairs here. There is a chest on one of the supports, so you can actually see it right there. So you can actually jump up and get that from the bottom down there, since you can double jump and wall jump. But in any case, I think this episode's been going on for a good amount of time, so thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Bayonetta 2. I've been redxparasite, signing out.